It's game time, we ain't playing with you. It's game time, it's game time, we ain't playing with you. That's how we ball for y'all.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You are rocking with Doo-Wop.
And Jamel.
Yo, thanks for joining us for episode 61. Oh, man, oh, man. Like, how do I want to start this thing off here? You know what? All right. Let's just keep it in the world news. You know, the two people in charge looks like Donald Trump and Elon is back at it again. You know,
Yep.
man. So that DOG is shaking up the federal government. I mean, shaking it up.
Yep. Again, running stuff and finding stuff.
I feel like the skeletons are coming out the closets in this damn federal government. We didn't know so much money of our taxpayer money is being spent so many ways, and they're just open up the books, looking at all the money, all the things. Yo, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean that's the job of it, but they taking it deeper. Nobody ever exposed about our spendings of our tax money to everybody.
No.
We've never seen this before. So for them to come up with all this information is very alarming and it's very surprising. So my hoping that this will really help us get out of the debt and that all the money that hopefully that they're discovering, they can put it to a really good use and not benefit of the billionaires getting richer. Because that's what everybody's kind of scared of. And also people are scared of them having all the information. We are trusting in Elon a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I rock with Elon, but giving him all this type of power and all information, we can only hope that he's doing for good and has a good attention for the people. Only thing I ask is don't touch the Medicaid, don't touch the health plan, because at the end of the day, y'all built this system and everybody bought into it, and also the Social Security, all that stuff, because you bought into that, the system, and you promised these people, and now they're all retired and they live off a certain check, they live off a certain benefit. You cannot take that away because y'all promised these people, and they bought into your system. Now you can't just turn around and change it. So find another way, find another money to take from where, somewhere else. Just remember to think about the people. But he did find some interesting stuff. And I could definitely get to that clip that somebody was talking about.
Gosh, I don't know where to begin. I've been in the Senate for 8 years.
John Kennedy.
In dog years, that's 56 years. And it feels like 56 years. Elon Musk, who some people like him, some don't, but he's not a dummy.
Not a dummy.
He's a very successful business person. He's got a top secret security clearance. President Trump issued an executive order, and he turned to Mr. Musk, and he said, Mr. Musk, I want you to do for me what I said I was going to do in the election. I want you to go through all the spending. But I'll tell you what Mr. Musk discovered. I found it fascinating. He discovered that the American taxpayers are giving money to Afghanistan. He found that we are giving money to Yemen.
And I wonder if it's just because like
He
terror
found
attacks
that
or
we are
something like.
giving money
I'm wondering if you stop paying these people
to Syria.
all of a sudden, will
I
they
didn't
try
know
to
that.
attack us? Will they trying to
Some of
drive
our
routes?
foreign
I don't
aides
see the
going
reason
to
why you're giving the money.
Yemen, Afghanistan,
it's
Syria.
out of my lead, and
He found
federal
that the
government is going on.
USAID has 10,000 people.
But the money that
10,000 people, employees.
it just doesn't
And
add
every
up.
year they give away $40 billion.
$40 billion. That's a lot.
Mr. Musk also found And I'm not saying that all of this money is wasteful. I'm not. Some of this money, I'm sure, does some good.
It better
That's
do
why
good.
Secretary Rubio is going to revamp the department and separate the good from the bad.
I wish that you could open up a
But
book to see
this is the
who's
kind of
giving us
stuff
money.
Mr.
If it's
Musk
a if it's
found.
an exchange, fair exchange, then I
He
understand.
found that the USAID
You know, we give you this money, you give us this.
gave money
If it's
to
some type of
support
business,
electric
then
vehicles
I
in
can
Vietnam.
understand that. You know,
Our money, taxpayer money. He found that
but
USAID gave money
if
to a
this type of money,
transgender clinic in
yeah, I
India.
don't know what this transgender
I
clinic
didn't know
thing.
that.
I don't know.
Bet you the American people didn't know that.
Hey,
He
somebody needs
found
to
that
explain this stuff. Like, what's
the
going on? You know?
USAID gave $1.5 million to a Serbian LGBTQ group called Grupa Izladaji. I probably mispronounced that. My apologies.
I
Anyway, they got $1.5 million to, quote, advance
hey,
diversity, equity,
I
and
don't care.
inclusion in
That's the
Serbia's
1 point. That ain't that
workplaces
much.
and
That
business
4
communities.
billion. You know, that's
What
the
else
big
did
money.
Mr. Musk found
It's all
that my
big money.
colleagues don't want to talk about?
I guess it's true.
Well,
It's all big money, but I don't know.
He reviewed a study and then went and checked it. The study was done by the Middle East Forum. They found that USAID spent $164 million
For what?
to support radical organizations around the world.
This is why
We're
the
not
federal
talking
government is
Cub
scrambling
Scout
right now.
troops here. We're talking about radical organizations around the world.
Scrambling.
They gave $122 million of that to groups aligned with foreign terrorist organizations. Our taxpayer money. According to this report in Mr. Musk, the USAID has given millions of dollars to, quote, organizations in Gaza controlled by Hamas. Why aren't
It-
my colleagues talking about that?
You know
Recipients
why?
of the money they
You
found
know why, man? How do
have,
you
quote,
find all this stuff?
called for their lands to be cleansed from
He
the
gave 'em
impurity of
permission.
Jews.
AI, you think he get? Shoot,
Some
you
of
could.
them
You,
are foreign
you probably
agents.
could say AI on that. And be like, all right, go through all this real quick.
What else? I'm not going to spend
Let
my
me
whole
see
time talking
what else
about
is
this,
there.
but
What is
nobody else is
expending?
talking about it. They're just
What
talking
did you
about
send
the
money to?
process.
How
and
much money?
Mr. Musk, and he's a mean guy, and he shouldn't be looking at our spending.
And the thing
Well,
is
he
that,
is.
and now it's a petition that they want to get
And
him
I
fired.
can't find that. I
It's
can't
like
find
everybody
what he's
want,
found out
he
interesting.
must be fired. I'm
He
like,
found that we gave
I don't
$2
even think
million.
he's getting paid.
USAID did
It's
I
not
think-
gonna be the
sex
same amount because
changes
he
in
already making.
Guatemala.
Yeah, you know, like he's volunteering
He
this.
found that we
You know,
gave $20 million to produce
He's
a
not
new
really getting
Sesame
paid
Street show
for
in
you to be
Iraq.
getting fired.
He found that we gave $4.5 million of taxpayer money to combat disinformation in Kazakhstan. He found that we gave $10 million.
Yo, I'm wondering,
USAID did.
is this stuff about like just paying off
Of
countries to
meals
just
to an
stay on the good
Al-Qaeda
side?
linked
Because
terrorist
sometimes
group called the
things-
Nusra Front.
you gotta pay, you know,
Mr.
pay
Musk
different
found
countries to keep
that we
things
gave
fairly.
$7.9 million of taxpayer money
This is the
to a
only
project
sensible
that would
thing that I'm thinking.
teach
Why
Sri
would you pay all
Lankan
this money to these
journalists to
people?
avoid binary gendered language.
Yeah, that's
We took
crazy.
the USAID took $8 million and gave it to a bunch of journalists in Sri Lanka to teach them how to avoid binary gendered language. I don't know what the hell binary gendered language is. I think I do.
So he goes
Most
on
taxpayers
and
would support
on
that.
and
Why
on
are we talking about
about
that?
all this money. that the
USAID
BLG
gave $1.5 million to promote LGBT advocacy in Jamaica.
It's just it's just surprising how all this stuff is like coming out under Donald Trump's watch. Like so all right, what now you kind of exposing the federal government, and I seen something where it's actually saying that Donald Trump actually gave the CIA a choice to be like, hey, you can resign and still get paid for 8 months because it's like we don't even really need you. I'm just like, what is going on right now in the federal government, and that's probably why a lot of people hate Elon and still hating Donald Trump. So it's got to be interesting to see what moves forward and what people protest about these things and how people are feeling because this has never been before even talked about.
Right. But the other thing about that, the CIA being 8 months off, and and they get the full benefits too. But
Hmm.
I wonder what full benefits do they get, because 8 months,
It's not a lot.
it's not a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
It's
no,
like, yeah, no.
it's
But
not a
if
lot.
they get the full retirement benefits after the 8 months,
They said
then
they
then
good.
that makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense.
especially if you've been in there for like 20 years, because
Yeah.
that type of job they don't
Hmm.
leave. You're not just doing 1 year, 2 year. No,
No,
you're
no, no.
doing 20, 30 years. So you got that big pension to
Yeah.
sit and to live off and be okay.
It's like that would be a much better deal.
Hmm.
Mhm. But if it's just like get you 8 months while you have benefits, and then you get like the normal benefits, but you not retirement benefits, you got to go out there and find another job. Nah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's right. The fact that they trying to lay off a lot of federal, government people, they want to know, what their job, what are they doing there? Are you really doing something that should be getting paid? Do we need all you people? Because half of them, they said they wasn't even going to work. They didn't even show up. They was getting a check and they didn't even have to show up. They just be there,
Nah, it's a
face
dream
getting a
job.
check and whatever. They don't even they
Be
go
like,
in,
I'm at home. Woo,
go in,
clocked in.
go in the building is empty. They said they was using they said people was breaking in the building. Homeless people was breaking in the building because nobody was never there. So that's another thing. But hey, I hope you guys know what y'all doing. Cause sometimes you do pay to keep the peace. Sometimes you keep people, happy in certain situations to keep the peace. And when these checks stop coming to them, I don't think they're gonna take that lightly. But I hope this is no chaos. You know, um, and if you're gonna take all this money, get us out of debt. Make sure you use it for the good. I mean, make sure you put money back in people's pockets. Make sure you provide more opportunity for people. Make sure you're looking out for people. Because if you all these billionaires, they got money. They already got money. So it's not they don't even care about money no more. But the regular people do. So that's what you make sure you're looking out for that. That's how I feel. So off that note, let's get into the Grammys, man. The Grammys, boy, the Grammys.
Yeah.
Um, let's just first off the starting of the Grammys. The Grammys was a beautiful show, but let's start from the beginning, from the red carpet. What is the AP news reporter? I didn't like the way he cut off Babyface.
Right.
You know what I mean? If if you are gonna, interview these type of people, even if you might not know everything about them, the history or whatever, be respectful and don't just interrupt. Especially a legend like Babyface. There's a nicer way to go about going to focus on whoever the hell that was. Chapo. No disrespect to her, she's a new artist, whatever. But so that's Babyface, and you might not know that's Babyface, but you don't just interrupt Babyface like that, you know. But I like the way Babyface, he played it cool. So, all right, you want to go do that? You go do that.
Definitely. After watching her twitch it and smooth and hit and then yell the girl's name, be like, yeah.
Good.
He's like, oh, you want to talk to her? I can just.
Yeah, yeah. You want go ahead. That's fine.
I don't need to be here. So
I was
yeah,
just, being working the right carpet, going to everybody, whatever. But yeah, no, don't. That's disrespectful to anybody. I mean, the fact that you just, you do it in a different way. Like you remove yourself from that little, from talking in an interview and go try to maneuver it and get who you're trying to get to, but you don't just be interrupting him, especially Babyface itself. You know what I mean? The legend Babyface,
hmm
the
but
Grammy winning hit maker, responsible for a lot of things in R&B music.
yeah,
Better show some respect. That's all
yeah,
I can say.
but they did apologize. Not they really.
Because
The one girl, no,
the
the
next to
first
her,
girl
she
who
had to
was
she had to
actually
learn to
doing
her. You had to learn.
no, the first girl who was doing the interview did apologize. She wasn't trying to get the other girl's attention. It was that the one girl that was next to her just made it too much for her to even to ignore the fact, and so she had to give into it. So she apologized to him right there. But the other girl didn't later videotape the apology that they posted up on their website too afterwards.
At the end of the day, you yeah, you should know. You should know what you just did was out of pocket. And then
Mhm.
like, come on, man, you can't even compare those type of artists together, you know. But hey, I understand you want to get the new crowd, whatever, but yo, that's not the way to go. So definitely that's a life learned lesson for her. If she ever gets back on the red carpet,
Mhm. We'll see.
you know. Still talking about that red carpet, boy. Kanye West. I'm gonna call him Ye because I respect him. He want to be called Ye.
That's what he want to be called. He changed his name.
Ye, all right, Ye. Ye's Ye's Ye. Put it, Ye. So Ye showed up at the red carpet. They saying he wasn't even invited. I don't know if he's invited or not, but they
They're
say he
saying he
wasn't
wasn't.
really wasn't invited. That's a hell of a way to come in there. Just crashed in there, take the pictures at the red carpet. But then you definitely want to steal the show, but bringing out your wife, her and her outfit. That really caught everybody's attention, with the see-through dress joint and then the way she dropped it. I mean, that was definitely you can't lie, man. That was like that was something. You was doing something for you, you that was it was very like a moment that you definitely wanted to steal from the Grammys. And you did. You definitely stole that from the Grammys. Because what he was saying that she was the most Googled at the time. Um, you know, you can't expect any. Kanye West is just think about him and the Grammys itself. They said him and Jay Z are tied for like I think 20 Grammys. Like they got the most Grammys as a rapper. So he's hardly in the Grammys. Like you know what I mean? He's part of the Grammys regardless. So he can do that. He can show up and then bounce. But there's definitely a lot of controversy on that. How they keep telling Kanye West is controlling Bianca, not letting her do what she wanted. But yo, that's his wife. You know what I mean? At the end, that's their business. That's their whatever that they're doing. You know, if she's not saying nothing, then we shouldn't be saying anything. You know what I mean? Well, if she's not coming out and saying, "Oh yeah, he's tying me against my will," he's like doing this, and that's the way. Why do we even care? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even care?
About that, that's different though.
What's
But it
different?
seemed like he's using her or more for like to grab attention. Because it seemed like a lot of things that he do with her, it's like big, it's out there, it's for like the world to see, and then it brings it back to him.
But I think it's like something that they're working on together. There's got to be something that something that the collaboration of the clothing is something that's coming out because then he started selling his tees. Had that on Instagram. So, oh yeah, check the tee out. What most Google person on the net right now. Um, or he just probably is embracing that sexuality. Of just want to be free.
It
You
sounds
know,
like he's still doing the marketing thing.
it's something he's definitely up to with that. I don't know what he got, but yeah, it's definitely because he's been popping out. Just maybe just like, oh damn, he's just proud of his wife. She's like looking good and her body's right. He just made me proud of her. It's just something about that. But yeah, it was just he definitely stole the Grammys with that one. Definitely stole the Grammys with that one. But let's get into the Grammy. Kendrick Lamar, is that 5 Grammys?
Hmm.
Yeesh. Yo, congratulations. You definitely
Definitely congrats.
deserve to be part of the Grammys and you having a hell of a run for this year. Um and then not like us though. That was the crazy part. I'm like, damn. It's just fact like he didn't get recognized for his album. Maybe he might get recognized the next run around, but they definitely like put not like us as a stamp, and they was just it was definitely a huge message to Drake. That's what I think. Yo, Kendrick should have damn near congratulate, fucking thank Drake at the end of the day.
Well,
because
yeah, you could say that because he definitely pushed them to get
he
to this.
definitely pushed them to put to that Grammy. Definitely could have been in shout out to Drake type. But I mean he definitely deserves it. He's a great artist. Hell of a song. I didn't think he was gonna do five on the Grammys. That's the record breaking. That's definitely record breaking. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But damn, that's all I gotta say on that. That's crazy.
Yeah, but with it breaking records like that and doing all this, I wonder how this is gonna affect Drake's case, though.
Oh, that case is blown out. That thing's over with. I don't know. Like,
Because
it,
you can't be like, oh,
right.
the boss did it now. Be like, hey,
Nah,
nah,
like five
he
Grammys.
got five
That's
Grammys
not
for
even.
it.
That's not even like a diss record no more to
It's
them.
like,
That's
yeah,
just like a song. What is it? Song of the year?
yeah.
Song of the year.
It's like record of the
Record of the year.
year,
Writing. Best writer of the song of the year.
yeah,
God damn. Like
best video.
video. Like that shit is crazy, man. That's unbelievable. But that's
No.
definitely a message.
And then
That's
the
definitely a
energy
message.
inside when every time we played it,
Oh yeah.
everybody in there was singing.
You already know. Wow, 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 wow.
Uh-huh.
Man, fuck them all. So hey, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, everybody was dancing along to it. They called everybody dancing along. Taylor was dancing along. Beyonce was dancing along. The whole crowd was saying it. A minor, like it's just wow. Oh, man. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a sign, a message, um, and a slap in the face. God damn, but I don't know what the fuck you did, Drake. I don't know what you did to really people saying you rough you. I don't know what he did. Damn. It's gotta be gonna have to be we're gonna look back on this probably a couple more years and maybe more stuff gonna
That's
come
a
out.
long time.
Yeah, I don't know, because this is all what's all going on now. We ain't never seen this before. But rap is definitely back because of this. Definitely rap. And Kendrick Lamar was like, yeah, that's why rap's frontier. You know, so yeah, it's just crazy. That was crazy. But we'll see. We'll see the next Grammys, but they definitely was definitely it was a change. It was a change in the Grammys. It was definitely a change in the Grammys this year. Actually, when Beyonce, she won album of the year for the country. Ooh, that was crazy.
It
With
was a
the
surprise for her too. I didn't even, she didn't even think that she was gonna win that.
yo, she didn't. Yeah, nobody thought that she was gonna win that. I mean, but it just shows you, you go out there and you can be whatever you want to be. We talked about having, her going out there and putting that together, getting a certain artists, country, and collaborating with different writers, and then she, she got a fan club, so it worked out for her. She was to be the first black woman. They even said now, even like they changed the way the Grammys are now. They said they what thousands. I feel like 13,000 now on the committee that they kind of like just vote instead of just what the way they had it custom made it. You know,
Okay.
Jay, Jay Z had made that whole big speech last time. Um, and then I guess everybody just uh having a change of heart when it comes to this Grammys now. You know,
What you mean? Oh, you mean by coming?
yeah, just
Okay.
of like just now just listening to a different ear, different different rhythm because before they was just stuck in their old ways and not seeing it. But now, they things are changing. Things are changing. But Taylor Swift gave her the award too. That was kind of set up too. Looks like it, where Taylor Swift,
What you mean it's like a setup?
not like because she won last. I think she won last like country. She was on four, I think so. So it was like
She usually does the She usually wins the best
she wins all of them. I don't know.
record of the year
She
or
wins
something
record of
like
the
that.
year. She wins all of them. Yeah. I remember last time she was raking up the Grammys.
Hmm.
But I mean, she took her. She was looking like she having a great time,
Yeah.
and that nice red dress was
Hmm.
fire. It was a fire dress. Said she getting a little thicker now. Yeah, she got a little thick. Had to show off them thighs. But yeah, no, she's looking good. Having a great time. Having a great time. I think she had the most fun of the Grammys. You know, enjoying the show. join the show. But talking about performance, I think they it was a surprise performance from the weekend, because he actually talked about how he was going to boycott the Grammys. He was like, yo, he's just done with the Grammys. So they must have, got up with the CEO of the Grammys, I forget his name, but must have, had seen all the messages was going around, and had to change your heart because he ended up just surprising everybody and performing at the Grammys. So, you go from boycotting the Grammys to performing at the Grammys. So you definitely worked something out and talked it out. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
He was like, "Pay me, not you."
Well, hey, just to be, I guess it's good, because at the end of the day, when when you feel you express yourself and you feel a certain way, if they hear you and then you can work something out, that's always that's how things get better. That's how things get better. So yeah, if he worked that out, what else? What else was a crazy thing at the Grammys?
Let's see. No.
I mean, oh yeah, I talked about Chris Brown, running the R&B of the year. That was talking about all the adjustments and stuff like that. But shout out to Chris Brown on winning R&B of the album of the year. That was well overdue.
Oh, I was about to say that. Yeah, that's long
Well
overdue
overdue.
for a second Grammy. So that's a beautiful thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now maybe let's see if you're gonna perform in the next one. Because bless her heart, Janelle Monet, she did Michael Jackson little tribute.
mhm.
But everybody's thinking like, damn, wish Chris Brown would have popped out on there. He definitely would have just stole the show and they would have seen Chris Brown. But you never know. You never know next year because they did a huge tribute to uh, damn, what is it? Forgot, but it's on my head. I can't think of it. But anyways, um, yeah. So let's talk about when we're talking about performance. Drake just had a show out in Australia because all this stuff is getting low. Because after that he probably was like, yo, you guys gonna go through all this craziness. I'm gonna be over here performing, selling out in Australia. So he had a crazy showing out there. But everybody's talking about what he came out and opened up with. He had the hoodie, but with bulletproofs, but with smoke coming out of it. Yeah. So he just knew, he felt like people taking shots at him. But even though he's taking shots at him, he's out there killing it and doing what he's doing. Um, but I was like, well, yeah, you get smoke out the hoodie. The hoodie was at the holes in it, and we getting smoke out of it.
Get the little smoke machine and put it underneath.
You put it underneath. How do you, what do you mean? You put it on, get the smoke machine. You put it underneath.
Hmm.
How you put the smoke machine underneath what?
Underneath your sweater. You got that sweater on, so
Yeah,
that leak out.
you can put the smoke machine under.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what he got
And
under
with the
there.
holes and everything, that way it leak out. All you gotta do is pat himself.
Yo, I don't know what he got under there, but that was different. That was definitely different, different. But you know, let's see how we're talking about Drake and Party. They said they gonna drop an album on Valentine's Day. So people definitely gonna watch out and see how that music is. I mean, you can't go wrong. We'll see how the collaboration. Always talk about Drake does go with the collaboration, so see if there's got anything sneakily on there. And the way he's talking, I think he's not done. I don't know. They might go back and revise and talk some more. Shit. I mean, he might go back in the booth and fix some things. Maybe. I mean, he says for the ladies for the R&B, but I feel like he's still gonna have something. He gonna have a slick. He gonna have a slick hot 16 for somebody in that probably album maybe.
Could
For
be.
something. You
Well,
know.
yeah. Well, for Valentine's Day, there should be something lovey dovey, hopefully.
Yeah, man.
It's like if you're gonna release something on Valentine's Day, it need to be lovey dovey.
Yeah,
Don't mean
yeah.
put the women down.
Yeah, but so yeah, people gonna pay attention to that. But yeah, you on Valentine's Day, I'm actually dropping some music, so I'm definitely hoping that to release something on Valentine's Day. for the ladies. Special guest on there. I can't wait for people to hear that song and tell me feedback and see who people rocking to it. Definitely ready to release that joint. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna promote it too much, but I
About to say you better promote your own music. What you
nah,
mean?
I mean, I want people to listen. I know I got, I don't want to give it away, but I don't give it away. But definitely gonna check out that. Go check out that pretty soon. February 14th, Valentine's Day is gonna definitely be on online stores. Definitely nice track for the ladies. Also something for the fellas to tell the ladies, oh, they feeling how they feeling. You know, I like that. I feel like everybody gonna like that track. Definitely the beat's crazy, hook is crazy. So after you everybody check that out, check that out in the stores and go support. And let me know how you feel about that track. It's definitely gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Giveaway was called Savage. Check out that track called Savage. Brr. What else we got? Let's get some more music. Yo, who else? I seen a clip. Kanye West and Ty Dolla Sign. They also planning to drop some music too. I think Ty's ready to drop some new music soon. So Kanye was always he had like this big old thing. Listening party. So he's dropping music soon too.
Yeah.
So they definitely back at it.
He dropping a solo album too.
Mm-hmm.
Should be in the summertime though.
Yeah, I think somebody's birthday. He was saying, "Oh, we're gonna do it on somebody's
hmm
birthday." So, yeah, look out for that music. But let's talk about some music just dropped. The weekend, man, the weekend album, man. Hurry up tomorrow, yo, man. The weekend is always definitely. I can see he's setting up for the Grammys. He's definitely setting up for the Grammys for next year because his music is definitely a balance. I always love balanced music. But listening to his music is definitely in the movies. It's like a soundtrack. It feels like it could be in any movies, any party, theater, um, theatrical type sound. Because his sound and the way he picks his beats, it's always a different vibe. He's always on a different frequency. And this one I think he kind of remind me of his the beginning of listening to the weekend. He tapped into that a little bit too more. But if I get some tracks, man,
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of tracks on this one. So yeah,
tracks, great. You know, um,
with different sounds and everything.
yeah, yeah. I mean, no particular order, but yeah, Cry for Me is definitely tough. Cry
hmm
for Me. Baptized in Fear.
Yeah.
Oh, Opening Night. Um, Probably my favorite. I mean, I don't want to say favorite, but when I like the joint, enjoy the show is crazy. Future, I like that one. Other one is like Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is tough too.
Yeah. And that one's trending on Apple right now too.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I just get hear stuff what I like, and I just kind of talk about it, and then surprisingly, uh, a lot of shit that I talk about always hits the top billboards, and always before I even say anything, or I didn't even see it hit the billboards. What I say usually goes. I ain't gonna, I don't. It been I.
Word.
It been. Hey, I don't know what's going. I just got the ear probably, but but those tracks I like, I rock with. Weekend's definitely dope artist. Always seen him from the beginning, so it's good to see his progression and see where he's taking it and keeps taking it. So he's a dope artist,
Yeah.
and
To
you know,
start off the first part of it, what he opens up with "Wake Me Up," which is starts off real slow and then it goes into like a Michael Jackson beat, and
hmm
then he embraces like a whole Michael Jackson sound, but still creates his own. So it's real nice. And then he got like a Spanish song that I cannot pronounce what it is.
yeah, Nita was on that.
Yeah,
He's
but
killing
that
with the
got a like
Brazilian,
yeah, it's got a like a hot little Brazilian or a Spanish like
Brazilian, definitely Brazilian vibe.
definitely Brazilian rising.
Yeah, definitely Brazilian vibe with that.
So yeah, and then there's more songs to it. So yeah, out of all the 22 songs, yeah, they all got like different vibes to it and like a different sound. You hear pop and
Mm,
everything and everything. So it's just nice. The
shit.
Red Terror for me,
Mm,
Give Me Mercy, but had like that churches vibe thing with it a little bit more.
yo, like it's a good album. It's definitely a good album. People
hmm
want to listen to that uh for the year. Definitely ready for him probably back at the Grammys again with that. You know, he's definitely set for that. So go check out Weekend's album. Hurry up tomorrow. Let's give a little love to Will Smith, man. He been seeing little clips of Will Smith and this and that. We finally dropped some. Well, he had a little bit of dropped the other one we talked about, but in this one he's dropped with Big Sean. Beautiful scars. It's so funny w- thinking about that because he set it up as like the Matrix, looking at the video, and he was actually supposed to be in the Matrix. Like he's supposed to be one of the role for Matrix, but then he kind of was working on something else, which was Men in Black.
Hmm.
So but that'd been crazy if Will Smith with Neo.
Yeah, and he was
But
talking about it as one of his biggest regrets that he didn't that he passed up on a role
mhm.
and that he thought about it now. So they ended up doing like a reenactment of it.
Yeah,
So it was cool. Will Big Sean play Morpheus?
yeah, it was funny how he was like, it's always the big scene of you take the red pill or the blue pill. He's like, he took both of them.
He's like, wait, wait.
He's like, what's gonna happen now? What's gonna
No one
happen?
has ever did that before.
You
Is
know,
it?
so imagine you just take both of the bills. But that's a dope song. He was spitting on that too. He was
Hmm.
he was rapping on there. Then Big Sean killing it. So that was a good collaboration. Didn't see that collaboration coming, but that's a cool collaboration. And the video was even more crazy with the whole Matrix and it and fighting scenes and the 30. He really just took that to a movie theater with that. So he actually had a premiere in the movie theater with that. But that was dope. That was definitely dope. So check out that Will Smith and
Big Sean.
Big Sean beautiful scars because we all got beautiful scars. You know. So let's jump into you know what? Forgot about that one, but I hate to kill talking about new music and new videos and everything. Yo, DJ Khaled had put a whole video together. It was like with Mark Wahlberg. It was just a whole thing. He put it on his IG, and it looked like a movie itself. He said basically had a feature coming with Jay Z,
Hmm.
Rihanna, and then Drake. But then Drake was like, it must be Drake Bell.
Really?
Yeah, he must. So I can see Drake is just not on a collaboration with people right now. He's just on some other. He's just on some other shit right now. Like, I was like, damn, how did that happen? What do we miss from there?
Well, no, he got a lot to prove now because he just got called out for using all these people for like help and everything. So now he want to stand on his own and show him that I don't need these people for the help. I can do this by myself. It,
That's a good point of view, but I also see where DJ Khaled that has nothing to do with DJ. That is like a rollout was kind of for his new album, and he wanted Drake. I probably told him yeah, you can use these tracks, and then when it's time to roll it out, Drake's like, nah, we ain't on that level right now. And I
Mhm.
and people saying because probably DJ Khaled never reached out to Drake through his whole battle when he's getting jumped from here and there and there. He just kind of was silent. He didn't say anything about anything, because in that thing you don't really want to choose sides because you don't know how deep it is really with the battle, probably. So he probably didn't want to choose no side. And I feel like if ain't nobody get physically harmed, physically hurt, then it's not that deep, But he's just showing like, nah, I'm not. I don't want to do no future with nobody. I think it's gonna be a while for people to really get a good future with Drake unless you like really buddy with him, like friendly, like really
Mhm.
conversate with him every day, like really check in, really like because now we looking behind the scenes. A lot of people is not really that close, and like we thought it was. So this is a tough music industry right now with a lot of things going on behind the scenes and people ain't liking it. But he had to end up deleting that whole thing. I was like, damn. So, but I was like, but just for the Khaled to do that, I would like think like, damn, you didn't talk it over to Drake, or you guys probably, you know, talk that out, or seen some type of eye to eye, or because the way you kind of put it together it was great. It was a movie. It was a movie the way seeing that joint. So it was like, damn. But for Drake to say that comment, That was surprised. I was surprised. Caught everybody surprised. Sheesh. This is definitely different out here right now, man. It's
Yeah.
different out here. You
But to
know?
go back to the DJ Khaled,
Mm.
the DJ,
DJ Khaled.
there we go, DJ
Hmm.
Khaled,
Another
real
one.
quick. Yeah. No, it would have been hard for him to pick a side to really be on, because pretty much everybody that was beefing was all.
Eh, hard. He can't pick no damn side.
It's like,
All
yeah,
the people every
every
work
single,
what
yeah.
anybody was on the record who had problems with Drake. I don't want to
Hmm.
go down the list, but the list is
Yeah.
there. You know.
And that would have been an issue because he's not an
Oh, it's gonna
artist.
be a big issue
Yeah, it's
because
like, yeah.
Drake don't want to be with nobody right now. Like he
Hmm.
don't want to. If he sees if you see a track and then see somebody he don't fuck with, he do not want to be under that person.
Right,
So
yeah.
he don't want that. No, he's like nah.
Nah, they ain't
Don't
trying to
count
make
me
nobody
out.
else no more money
Count me,
than what they're
yeah.
supposed to
Count
make.
me out. Nope. Count me out. That's crazy. But I'm the kumbaya man. So I hope they work these issues out and get to some good music. I want to hear all the tracks. So I want to hear all the music, keep the music alive, work this out. Get back in the studio. Well, you don't even need the tracks are there. It's just let's clear them. Let's get to clearing them, or work whatever you got to work out behind the scenes. Because I'm sure it's not that deep. Can't be that deep. Y'all get money. Y'all doing good and doing good. Y'all providing. Y'all living right. What are you really what is really stopping y'all from getting together and working these little issues out?
That's the whole. Yeah.
What is the big issue? Huh? People got some real issues going on. Yeah, they're probably fighting about some bullshit. But anyways, get y'all, figure it out and get back to making some great music. So let's all get into the sports, man. It looks like this crazy trade is going on. Nobody's seen this. Nobody was thinking that Luka Doncic was about to go to the Lakers, man. The little Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers. So he's gonna play with LeBron. Nobody's seen that. It's gonna be crazy in 2K. Everybody's ready to play that in 2K. But for that to happen, and now he's gonna have probably just back in once he gets healthy and went back in shape, we gotta see how it's gonna go down. But if he gets to taking over in the zone, it's gonna be a tough playoffs to get them out of there. Because they even showed when they played the Warriors recently, Bron's still ready to go. He said he turned 40, but he's still dropping 40.
Hmm.
you know. But even the press conference, he was like, "Oh, yo, how do you feel, Bron?" He's like, "Yo, man, I feel like I need to go drink some wine and get some rest." But there's still the team is still rebuilding. Even after I see LeBron retires this year or next year, 2 years, whatever it is. They now have Luca there. That's still to run the franchises to have. But it's crazy how they traded AD. I didn't think they was gonna do that. So that gave the Dallas, Mavericks another good playoff contender for them to have him now. Well, it's gonna be tough. I mean, Kyrie, that's gonna be tough. But it's a lot of trades, because the trading deadline went over. They start getting the trading. Another part of the trade, you have Jimmy Butler going to the
The Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be another nice piece of the puzzle for him and Steph. That's that's gonna be a nice piece. That's a nice piece. So the players is gonna look interesting. Definitely gonna look interesting here, and definitely gonna look and see what's gonna happen for that. So I can't wait to watch those games when they start playing.
Yeah. But the trade for Luca, that one is starting to seem suspicious now, right?
Yeah, yeah. There was a rumor about that. About basically they're trying to build a casino. I think talked about that earlier.
Hmm.
With the Dallas Mavericks, they're trying to build this casino and move it. So that was kind of just way to swing everybody to uh get it approved. You know, but I don't know. You know, I don't know what to feel about that. you know, but that'd be a hell of a way to change the city. But in other sports that's coming up, the big Super Bowl, man. Everybody's gonna be watching Super Bowl Sunday. You got Philadelphia and the Chiefs. They're gonna go head to head. They're gonna go head to head. Early picks. Who we going for? Who we going for? Who we think is gonna be?
I want to go with the Eagles. For real.
Eagles do look good. Eagles
Yeah.
do look good. They flying high. We do got a little green on, maybe. But Patrick Mahomes, he's something else. He's like going. I'm go for the three-peat. They want to go for the history. They want to go for the history book. So, but it's gonna be. I think whoever goes out there and right out the gate and get the job done, that's who's gonna win. But don't put Patrick Mahomes in his hand when he got 3 minutes 2 minutes on the clock to win the game because he's gonna win the game. That's what he does. So don't give him that position. Get him out of there early, and then you win the game. So that's what I pick. That's what I'm seeing. But can't wait to watch Super Bowl. Everybody tune in Super Bowl Sunday. And
Hmm.
talking about, it's gonna be the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar, we talked about that.
Yeah.
They saying that he's gonna perform not like us, so it's gonna be some more disrespect to Drake. But
It's not at this point in time. It's not even about that.
no, it's a good song. I think now it's just a song. The Grammys already
Yeah.
classified it as a great song,
So
song of
now
the
it's
year.
like he has no choice but to do it.
Oh no, he
So
has
yeah,
no choice.
no.
But he's gonna put on the show too.
Yeah.
He has some good catalog to see how he's gonna mix it into the Super Bowl and see what people are gonna be talking about the next day.
Yeah.
Um,
He's gonna have sisters by his side, so that's nice
Scissor
too.
too, yes,
Since
definitely.
they got some good collaborations. So
She
yeah.
got some tracks. She got some tracks too. So see who else is gonna perform there, and if you got anything else, or it's gonna be a TDE party. We'll see. See the halftime show because that's one of the shows everybody watching and paying attention to. So we will
Hmm.
be paying attention. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And everybody say every time they give him a platform to perform or something,
Hmm.
he always brings like a lot of energy and a lot of
Oh yeah, he
intensity. So
definitely shows
yeah.
out. He's still gonna, yeah, he's definitely gonna put on a show. Definitely gonna put on a show. Uh, but who else been putting on the show? They got the black lady in Pakistan.
Oh yeah.
She was putting on the show too, yo. She was going crazy.
Like this woman met, no, she catfished a guy online to be her husband. He bought her a ruby ring and was supposed to meet her at the airport.
19-year-old.
Yep, a 19-year-old. But the family saw her first and they hid the son.
Yo, but she's going crazy out there. Yo, she's definitely been going viral so crazy. Yo. The things she
Hmm.
say, the way she is, she just being herself, but she's just taking over in Pakistan. They loving her out there. But
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? I'm getting my Pakistani
in my Pakistan D
passport and Pakistani ID.
passport.
Have Pakistani ID?
I'm getting it. Do y'all agree?
Do y'all agree?
Not agree.
Mind your business.
You mind your business. Go home.
Talk.
Tell me you have a Pakistani passport?
I'm getting one. Do you have one?
You have
I
one?
have Pakistani passport.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Why are you?
Okay, good.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Listen,
Yes. What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
I'm chilling.
You chilling here?
You
Why
chilling here?
Are you not taking your flight?
Why you not
It's
taking-
none of your business. Now go home.
None of your business. Go home.
Take it.
Take this. Yo.
Because it's expensive to talk.
Why you in Pakistan?
Go home.
Go home. You go
Go
home.
home.
You tell people. Hey, you tell people in their own country to go
Yummy.
home.
Pack up.
Then now you
and
go home.
home.
Then you go home. And she's straight. They get big for it. Oh man, and she was she's in McDonald's. And let me get a double cheese. There's so many memes going around about her right now. It is crazy funny. But first they thought she was just insane, so they put her in 72 hour for the psychiatric in Pakistan. But then they ended up getting letting out. Letting out. Then she was like running around with a bodyguard and cops around and everybody else. Like, yo, this is crazy. It's crazy. But she's definitely going viral and people are talking about her. Um, and then she's back home. I think that I've seen some clips saying that she's back home now. She looked totally different, but people will definitely gonna have her costumes. They said next year, you
Oh, that's funny then.
know. So she's definitely become her own character. We're gonna see how far she goes with that. People definitely been paying attention. That's gonna be crazy. But yo, talking about things are crazy. Yo, I was on the subway and I was wondering why the dog was in the front. It was like she had a bag. I was like, I seen on the subway that the dog was in the bag. I was like, what's going on? But then I found on the scene it was like they banned it. I didn't even know they banned dogs on the subway unless you actually have a bag. So people was getting very creative and actually making different bags and putting them in it. Yo, the lady had this dog in the front, and then the lady had a dog in the back. I was like, oh, what the? I was like, oh, what's going on? But they was chilling. I was like, all right, whatever. But it's funny. People was like, yo, why they focus on that? Or everything else on the subway, they gonna focus on the dogs. On the subway, like that's the problem.
Yep, they've been focused on it though. But yeah, it's been something they've been trying to enforce for a while now.
Mm,
Cause I seen what was it, like last year, people were getting creative when they said that.
mm,
They was
mhm,
like, so they cut little holes out in the bottom so the paw can fit through,
mhm.
and so the dog can put all the arms and feet through. And whenever they said it's in the bag, they just pick the dog up with the bag with the
Uh,
feet dangling,
yeah.
and it'd be like, all right,
It's a bag. It's a
it's a
bag.
bag, it's in the bag.
It's in the bag. So it's in
Yeah.
the bag. Yeah, that's
So,
funny. But yo, so let's get into a little technology info, yo. They talked about the Deep Seek. That was definitely a surprise when it came out and they launched the app. They're saying it was definitely competing with Open AI. It was showing pictures of AI. It was doing the videos. It was definitely surprised that China very cracked the code for that. And then they
hmm
actually said they made it for cheaper. When we talked about the whole Stargate, they was launching for half a $500 billion project, and they was talking about they making this at 6 million. So they was definitely saving money and cutting corners on there. But oh man, U.S. is playing dirty again. They was like, they don't play. They trying to get that banned over here. So that definitely will slow down them making more money over here. But they want to ban the deep sea and even make it as a criminal charge if somebody does download the app. Talking about you can face up to 20 years.
yep, 'cause they don't want to help it.
Yeah, they definitely that's secret, man. That's sneaky and that's dirty, man. They like the same thing they trying to do with TikTok. I feel like this is looking like a pattern. Once they feel like the China's catching up and passing them, they trying to ban it. They like, nah, we gonna slow down because we gonna ban you guys. But China's still doing what they do. And they still making different AI devices, and they got big things that they're working on. I'm also seeing thing called Omna Human. It's like basically they said it was from sponsored from TikTok. They basically did an AI with the different clips and different they going viral with their clips right now with the AI image. It's very looking clear, and it's also looking like it's like they're talking through it. So they're definitely moving on with this with the AI. So China's definitely doing their thing with their technology over there. It's getting crazy. Well, we keep paying attention to see what China does next, and see if we can try to compete and catch up, or they're just gonna ban all China products that U.S. don't even have to worry about. Yeah. But talking things out of the world, yo, I seen the picture of Mars, man. I don't know how they even got the picture, but it showed a picture of Mars and it had a bunch of squares on it. I was like, what does that look like? What is that? What is that could be? What could that be actually? It's a bunch of squares, on Mars. The picture was definitely crazy. But Elon was talking about, he gonna send some
Go send somebody up.
yeah, he gonna send some
Like
basic
they going to go get sugar for next door. Be
asteroids
like,
up
yeah.
there to Mars and go check out that and one of them go investigate it. You know. But man, that I don't know what that was. It was weird. I was like, oh, somebody's over there already. Somebody's already over there because it might be there already. I don't know, man. We gotta pay attention. We gotta pay attention, especially when now everybody trying to go to Mars. That's
hmm
definitely gonna happen. So, we'll see. We'll see. But let's get my favorite story. Motivation. Motivation. I need a motivation. All right. This one says, to learn, you have to listen, and to improve, you have to try. Definitely, you want to learn something, you definitely got to listen. Listen and pay attention. Sometimes you definitely can learn something, and then if you want to improve what's going on, what you gotta do, you definitely gotta try. You gotta put some effort in it. You gotta just keep trying, and just hope for the best, and then hope that you improve what you're trying to improve. But you keep giving it effort and keep trying. Eventually, it's gonna happen. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Right.
Another one says, "Yo, laugh when you can, apologize when you should, and to get what you can't. Oh no, and let go what you can't control. And you can't change. So you definitely laugh when you can. It's always laughter in life. When you have those times and enjoy the times, you definitely gotta have a smile on your face and just laugh. you know, uh, apologize when you should. If you're wrong, yeah, you apologize. Things will
Definitely.
be better. I mean, if you know you're wrong, just apologize, say sorry, and move on. And sure, you guys will come together and work it out and move on and do other things. Um, Also, you want to let go. You want to let go things you can't change. You hold on to these things that you can't even change. It's just gonna drive you crazy.
Especially your past.
Ooh,
Your
man,
past is already done. Can't change nothing.
you can't change nothing. You always gotta look to the future, and that's all we try to do is look towards the future. But that's basically what I got. Everybody for everybody. If I don't see you, happy Valentine's Day, to all the ladies. All right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
But yeah, you've been rocking with Do Up.
And Jamel.
Make sure you join us for episode 52 and make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the meantime, between times. Peace.
I love it. You guys are so great.